Hello, welcome to Walmart.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Is this all you're getting today?
Yeah, that's all I'm getting. Just a headphone splitter tonight. I got to go do a radio show with this guy I know.
Headphone splitter, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's at $3.95?
$3.74, I think. It was on sale. 20% off.
Oh, okay. Is that a credit card I see there?
Yeah, Chase. Yeah.
Chase.
I don't have any money in the bank, so I have to use credit for everything, including the headphone splitter.
Oh. What, do you want some condoms? I got some condoms over here. They're on sale. They're buy two for...
Oh, there's the rib kind?
No, they're for her.
Oh, shoot. Well, no. I only use the for her.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it for me?
No, it's for her condoms.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, but I don't need a for her condom.
Oh. All right, well...
Well, okay, hold on a second.
Okay, all right.
Would it be for her because she uses it, or would it be for her because I'm using it for her pleasure?
Why don't we just? Hey, do you want some Reese cups? They're king size, $1.99.
You see how big I am, buddy? I'm already fat enough. I mean, I don't need Reese cups.
Okay.
I got about 20 of them at home anyway.
Okay.
I eat them all.
All right, so just the headphone splitter.
Just the.
Okay. Well,
just the headphone splitter.
I got kids to feed, but all right, fine, headphone splitter. All right.
What, do you get a commission over this?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Walmart. If you don't want to do commission, then go to Kmart. Okay.
Oh.
Walmart, we do commission.
Well, they kind of closed the Kmart down. That's my only option here, buddy.
Exactly.
Is there another line I could go to?
No, there's no other line.
Oh.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah. I met this guy on the side of the road, and I really got to get back and do this thing in my studio. So
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Our credit card machine's down, so you have to go to the ATM.
Let's see if I have some cash here.
Yeah. Well.
Do you have an ATM?
No.
Oh. Well, shoot.
The ATM's down.
Kind of holding up the line now.
Yeah. So do you want to return it or?
I tell you what, just give me the condoms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Woo! This is an experience you had recently, Nick O'Kelly.
I've never had so much fun in Walmart before.
I know.
But it's your fault.
Yeah. My apologies, sir.
Because the funny thing was,
yeah.
So here we are. Welcome to the Echo Radio.
To the Echo Radio.
Hey, we're doing it live.
Live.
I can't even believe it. Unbelievable.
Nick and I, we used to do this. I used to live in New York City. Nicholas O'Kelly lived in Charleston, South Carolina,
which is where we still are.
Exactly. I moved to Charleston, South Carolina, 2013, and we haven't done a show ever.
I know,
and never in the same room.
Have we ever been?
We've never done this in the same room. Never in the same room.
Unbelievable.
Nope.
This is a lot of fun.
It is. Nick has a very nice room. I appreciate the king size bed that I'm laying in right now. You
didn't think you'd have the microphone actually hanging above your head.
I know. Nick really takes radio seriously.
We're actually laying in a bed right now with the microphones hanging down. No.
And spooning.
No.
Oh, okay. Not spooning. All right. Sorry.
No, this is Studio 2 at the AOK Production House.
AOK?
AOK Production House.
Where did you come up with that?
How do you like that?
I don't.
I got it from you. It's your name.
I didn't make it up. My name's not AOK.
No, but you encouraged me to use that name.
When?
Don't you remember?
No.
I did when I did my Trump book. I wrote it and I did NOK. What was it? It's still in a box.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever get that book printed?
Yeah, I've got it printed. Have you
not
seen
that.
it?
No,
yeah.
I've not seen it printed.
I wish I'd brought it in here so you could look at it.
Yeah.
Trumping imperialism.
Oh, yes. I wrote a lot of ebooks in the past. I tried to get Nick on board a few years ago. I was like, dude, we're gonna be millionaires. And he's like, you know what? I'm done with music. I'm out. And that was it. He quit. He was over. And then a few years later, come by, and I'm like, I'm writing his books again. You should write one. And he was stuck in Germany. He had nothing else better to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So he wrote a book.
I don't even work for that company anymore.
Nope. And I was excited for him. Did you ever get any reviews? Get any sales?
No. I did sell a couple.
Oh, good.
But not recently.
Not to yourself?
Yeah.
Or,
No. I bought one.
Okay.
But then there was, 30 or 40 sold.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Of course, that's over the course of 8 months.
Yeah. And then 40 of those did get them for free. It was on a free promotion. So
yeah, I did do a couple free promotions. I mean, that only garnered a couple of sales. I mean, at the same time, I was thinking about it, and it was too short.
Yeah.
I mean, I should, but it was the first time. I was like, well, how does this work? How do I do it?
You did
I don't know.
You had a cover.
Yeah.
You did it. What did you do? The cover on Fiverr?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Fiverr.com.
I did.
Yeah.
I do a lot of. I do promotion for the podcast on Fiverr too.
Really?
Yeah. There's people that do it.
Interesting.
So they go on and they I don't know what they do exactly, but you get pushed up in the rankings on iTunes. So
Okay.
you can actually go on iTunes right now and Sit and Spin's on the top. It's like number 80.
Sit and Spin, huh? Well, this is To the Echo. Sit and Spin's over.
Well, but this is on the Sit and Spin Radio
oh,
Network.
I didn't sign up for this. This is over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a well-known name, Derek.
Yeah, a well-known name in what circles?
No, but if you go look, well, it's only like during the height of the promotion when
Yes.
it'll show up on the top charts.
Okay.
But if you go under news and politics, I hover around 80 all the time out of 200.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool. I don't
yeah,
know.
80, yeah.
I'm above people like Rachel Maddow.
Who's that?
She's on MSNBC. She's crap. She's total crap.
Are you above her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, all
yeah.
right. All right, that's
I'm
something
above
to be proud
Alex
of.
Jones sometimes. I mean, it fluctuates.
Yeah, right.
But I'll be above InfoWars. I'll be above.
I hope you'd be above them. Oh my gosh, I really do.
No, but seriously, I'll sit above like some CNN shows. Anderson Cooper's below me right now, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Why is he below
like
you for the right reasons?
Oh
or-
yes.
Oh, okay.
All the right reasons.
Oh.
He is a little bit of a mamby-pamby. If you know what I mean.
Well, I know. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I don't watch the news. I read the news. As you know, I'm not as politically charged as you. I'm more of a just let me live my life. You live your life.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing.
I
isn't
know.
it?
Isn't that the problem?
You know, I don't watch news anymore either.
Yeah.
I don't. I read it. Well, I watch. I watch InfoWars. But other than that, and I'll listen to Michael Savage. But other than that, my news comes from Drudge Report.
Yeah.
Breitbart.
Mine comes from Nickelodeon.
You remember when they had Nick News?
Yes. What was her name?
remember.
She was an older
Oh
lady.
gosh, what was her name?
You better
It
find
was
it.
the worst.
It
I
was.
mean, it was such proper.
It was on.
Looking back,
Wasn't it on Sunday nights? And I
Yeah,
was like, I'm
Sunday
out.
nights.
I'm out. I'm like, 6:00.
Linda Ellerby.
That's right.
What's up with Linda Ellerby these days?
I don't even want to know, Nick. If you could just turn the computer off, that's all we need to know.
I'm looking right now. So the first episode aired on April 18th, 1992.
Yeah.
It ended in 2015.
What?
Yeah, the final episode date December 15th, 2015.
No.
You got to be kidding me.
No, that's okay.
Wow.
I thought it was over in the 90s. I remember. I don't know if you were around. Well, you were around then because we're like the same age. But back in,
I don't remember that, Derek.
Yeah. Remember when they used to do the voting thing for the presidents for Nickelodeon?
Yep,
and,
I used to do it.
Yeah, and I remember I voted for Ross Perot when he was going up against Bill Clinton.
Me too. I did that.
And Bill Clinton won, and he's like, hey, I just want to thank everybody, all you guys for voting for me. And then he had a sex scandal like 6 months later. And as a 10-year-old, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. But
I actually did. I used to give speeches.
Yeah.
I was in the Young Republicans in high school, and growing up, I would go to the Republican Party meetings, and I gave a few speeches. And one of them, I remember I gave to I think it was the regular GOP meeting. Did I lose you there?
oh, man.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. And I did the speech on the kids' vote.
Yeah.
Because I talked about how, I don't remember the whole speech or anything, but I talked about how kids are involved because Nickelodeon gets them involved and Kids Rock the Vote and all that. And I talked about the stats of how many kids came and voted and who they voted for.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Wow.
Yep.
I wasn't that involved at all.
Oh, gosh. What in the world happened? Oh, no. Come on. You got to be kidding me. Oh, no. All right. Hang on a second. We're going to have to... We're going to have to let Derek talk for a second while I go get another microphone.
Oh, man.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, yeah, but it keeps cutting in and out. What is this, Nick?
Okay.
I wouldn't do this to you.
Crap!
Not in DD Studios.
This is
there it goes again.
This is what happens when you have a live show.
Check.
Okay.
No.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
It's okay. It must be something with a connection. Yeah. Oh crap. Okay, well just don't move it.
All right. Well, I'll try.
Okay.
I didn't even touch it. It just stopped. Anyways.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's fine.
So anyway, I'm looking at an article here. I didn't want to get into this, but why Nick News with Linda Ellerby is finally going off the air in December. That was from the Washington Post in 2015.
Yeah, why
Even they were tired of her.
I know. Like, why wasn't it going off in 1999?
I don't know. I had no idea it went that long.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Sad.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's all right.
You're in the studio now, though.
Yeah.
Now I'm
I
going to have
know.
to get a new microphone
I
cable.
guess so. What the hell? Like, what are you doing?
Ashley was in here
Yeah.
testing this thing out for a good half hour
Yeah.
before you got
She
here.
doesn't talk as much as I do, though.
Yeah.
Or's loud. Or's into it.
There's no cutting out.
There better not be.
All right, well, just talk for a second.
I'm talking. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't do the radio thing as much as Nick. I don't know. I sit at home and I write a lot of music, a lot of goofy stuff. But that's all I do.
Are we allowed to talk about what you just did?
Not about the company, but
This sucks. I'm so sorry. God.
why?
Of course this would happen.
I know. He drove all the way to get headphone splitters.
God. I have another microphone. We can try the other microphone, but
Yeah, we might have to.
yeah. All right. All right, talk on this for a second.
All right.
So just talk about what you did.
All right. What did I do? Okay. Hey. All right. So, yeah. All right, Nick, just go under. God, don't kill it. Don't break anything, okay? So, yeah, we did this thing for work. It was essentially like a training topic or something like that. I was approached to write a song for some training, like just as a goofball thing. And so me and a buddy at work were given an hour to do it. And then after that, I don't ever do anything half, So I went all in. I said I need a few hours at home because I got a good recording setup. So I went home and I recorded all the music, guitars, sang it, and really goofy song. And then I brought it to my management and they were like, "Oh my God, we have to do a video for this." And I'm like, are you kidding me? I thought my job was over. And after that, we did the video. The video check.
Live radio.
Check. Yeah.
The other microphone doesn't fit into that arm, so
Oh.
we just gotta hope that I just kind of wiggle the mic cord a little bit.
Well.
So training video.
Yeah, training video. So I did that, and it had 2 hours to be really crazy. It's very animated and nuts. We shot it all at 7, 8 in the morning, and then we sent it off, and it's all of a sudden spreading in my company like a wildfire.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of.
Now, has anybody said anything to you from your local place? I mean, I'm sure they're proud of it.
Oh yeah, they love it. And in fact, they're excited because they keep getting messages and emails from people higher up in the company who are very interested in it. So
This is something I wish we could play. I know we can't.
I know it sucks,
but I'm proud of it for you.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah, I was very proud of it. I think it's really neat. And if it wasn't completely 100% confidential, I would show it off. But
Yeah,
it is. So.
but that's what you do.
Yeah, I know, and I don't know how to do it when I'm not here.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of songs, jingles, gifts.
Oh yeah, songsjinglesandgifts.com. With me and Nick O'Kelly making music. Which
Create for you.
Yeah, well, we never did create anything for anybody.
We did the Woody's Pizza.
Yeah, but we did it for ourselves.
Have you ever found that?
No, I mean I probably have it.
I would
somewhere.
play it on my show just as a gag.
Woody's
if you Find
Pizza?
it, yeah.
I'll look for it.
I thought we did another one.
Yeah, I mean we did a couple, and then we did one for SJG.
Yeah.
Songsjinglesandgifts.com recreate for you. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dang. Well, those times are gone now. I have a baby.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the biggest changes in our lives since the last time we did a show.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about on the To the Echo tonight. I normally we're all about media, music business kind of thing, but I mean your life has taken a pretty drastic turn.
Yeah. Yeah, a baby popped out of my wife about a year, 15 months ago, and a little girl, and she's the light of my life, so she keeps me entertained.
Reading now, walking around. I can't believe it.
She's walking around. She pretends to read. I don't think she knows what she's talking about when she's reading, but she's 15 months. I'm going to give her some credit. At least she's pretending well.
Yeah, I mean, what was that like? Do you feel like you thought you would feel when you first found out at this point?
Yeah. I think now it's getting a lot more fun, because before she's just kind of crying and eating, and that's about it. And now I'm seeing her personality really bloom.
Yeah.
She's getting a little bit more freedom, and she's able to communicate a little more, where she doesn't necessarily say words, but when she starts whining about something, if I can see what she's around, I can kind of figure out what's bothering her.
Yeah.
Something's in her way or what have you.
Yeah.
She also takes it very personally when she thinks I'm disappointed in her or mad at her. Like last night, she hit my wife in the face, and I was like, "You don't smack, you don't slap, you don't hit, and all that." And then she started crying, and then I had to take 5 minutes and hold her and rock her around, let her know I'm not mad at you. You don't do that, So that's gonna be my life for the next 18 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't punch my wife.
Except it's going to get a lot more dramatic.
Yeah.
And eventually, you will get that call from your wife where she's going to say, "Derek, she just punched me in the face."
I know, and I'll be like, okay,
Like, for real.
I'm gonna get my belt. This is over. No,
I'll tell you what I'm impressed with, that you managed to find a babysitter. I mean,
Yeah.
this is real life stuff here, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, for me, the real world, the adult world, was having to move overseas, and that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was gone for a year.
Germany, man.
But
Yeah.
that's not, in my opinion, that was just fun.
Yeah.
I mean, real life happened to you, where you had a kid. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
take care of it. You got to make money. You got to,
Yeah.
it's
It forced me to grow up.
Yeah.
Whereas I got on like a Dave Ramsey kick. I don't know if you ever listened to Dave Ramsey.
oh yeah, definitely.
Where you baby steps, get out of debt. And man, my wife introduced me to that last year. My baby was probably like 5-6 months old by then, and we just got laser focused and knocked out one of my huge student loans, and we're going all out.
Yeah.
Knock that stuff out. But this is the first time in my life where I'm not trying to buy $15,000 toys. Like I'm not buying $4,000 guitars. I'm not like just spending frivolously, just going crazy, trying to get things. I'm kind of at that point in my life where I'm like,
Yeah.
I got the guitars I need. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm only getting things if I need it, not if I want it. Weird
Yeah,
switch.
it's weird too, because I'm getting to that point now where I can actually afford some fun things, but I'm like, I need a house.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's the thing, too. That's the big thing. So you went out to Germany for a year. You came back to America with your wife.
Yep.
And to a new job, and then you just got a new house.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's very
too.
nice. Yeah, man. It's pretty cool.
Actually, we were pretty surprised, because I didn't think that we were going to be able to pull that off. I mean, the whole point of going on the contract overseas was to be able to save the money to come back and get a house.
Yeah.
Ashley didn't live here
Yeah.
before we left.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, I think even my family kind of forgets how much it's changed for us over the past 3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 months ago we were living in Europe.
I know. And you thought you were going to be stuck in that job forever. And
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah.
That worked out well. But we came back with the full assumption that we were going to have to rent.
yeah,
And the renter's market is crazy.
especially here in Charleston. Yeah.
I mean, when I left, I was renting a small house. It was about $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But that was in Ladson.
Yeah.
Before that, in West Ashley,
Yeah.
I had a townhouse.
Yeah.
And I looked at those prices for a similar townhouse in West Ashley right now, $1,800.
What?
Yeah.
It was like $700 when you lived there
One of
last
the guys
time.
I was working with, I know. Well, now that particular one, I
Oh.
don't know what their prices are,
okay.
but the same townhouse
Yeah.
for some other company.
Yeah.
I have a guy that I work with, or did work with, renting a townhouse exactly like it.
Oh, my God.
In West Ashley.
Oh.
It's a different location, but same layout, everything.
God.
And it's $1,800 a month.
18. Oh, my God.
Can you believe that?
No.
And we were looking, all the houses that we looked at, because I said I'm done with apartments.
Yeah. Yeah.
We lived in an apartment in Germany. It was 1,100 square feet. I said I'm not doing it. That's enough room,
No.
but I was tired. I was like, we have a lot of furniture. We have a lot of crap. I wanted a bigger house.
Yeah.
I wanted a house, not an apartment, so that we didn't have neighbors above us and below us.
Yeah.
We had this family move in right below us before we left, and they had kids that, it was like they were being beaten.
In Folly?
24 hours. No, in Germany.
Germany. Oh.
It was like they were beaten 24 hours a day.
Oh.
They screamed all day long. And she wasn't working.
Yeah.
So she was at home
She had to
and
hear
got
it all
to
day?
hear it all day
Oh,
long.
my
She was
God.
driving her nuts.
Oh.
So I said, I really want to get a house. So we started looking around at houses, and the houses that we were looking at,
Yeah.
minimum $1,800. Otherwise, it was, really just, run down,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a bad part of town or something.
Yeah, right, right.
So, What are you going to do?
I
So we talked to a real estate agent and found out, hey, actually you can buy a house. We have to pay this this insurance thing because we didn't have such a big down payment.
PMI.
Yeah.
It's essentially mortgage insurance. It's to guarantee, so essentially if you stop making your payments, you'll have insurance that will pay off the house to the bank.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for that until 20% equity is on your house and you refinance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is.
You have that as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good down payment, but we weren't at 20%.
Well, that's same with us. We didn't have a terrible one, but it wasn't 20%.
Right. So we should be there in a year or two, or we'll be able to knock that off.
Yeah.
Again, we're blitzing on the rest of the student loans and my car. That's it, man. You got to remember where we were back in 2009, 2010.
Oh, I know.
Student loans were just on the rise. Just debt everywhere. Credit cards. Both of us.
Yeah. I still have student loans. I hopefully will have them paid off by the end of this year.
That's excellent.
And, of course, we have the house.
Yeah.
Same situation. We have the house, my student loans, and we got her a car when we got back because we only had one car.
Right.
So, but that's
nice
it.
car, Pilot.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep, it's the kind of vehicle you can hide a dead body in. And nobody,
That's what she wanted.
And nobody will
that.
look at it.
Yeah.
Because it's too nice for you to hide a dead body in it. So nobody will suspect a thing.
That's why we got it.
I know. See, Nick is in the mafia.
In fact, I'm not going to say here on the air, but no, there's no dead body.
There's at least two.
Or is there?
Yeah. There's a blood trail in his front yard.
I did plant a garden.
Yeah, Nick has been bragging over the last couple days that he's become a gardener. And I don't know. I don't think you're that old yet. I think when you're 70, if you make it, sure.
I'm excited. It's growing. In fact, I'm going to have to ask you about this, but
Okay.
we're leaving for a week.
Where?
To
Disney?
Yeah, we're going to Disney.
When?
April 9th or 7th through the 14th.
Right. That's my vacation.
Yeah, your
and I'm doing
staycation.
staycation. God.
So, I was hoping maybe you come by and throw a little water on there for me while we're gone.
Outside?
Yeah. I'll throw some money your way.
All right. Well, as long as it's 10 grand or enough to go to a Disney trip of my own, sure.
Yeah, they just need a little bit of water each day. No, but it was cool. I mean,
what if it rains? Do I have to water
then you
them
don't have
that
to
day?
do it.
Oh,
no,
great.
only if it's not raining.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we went to Sam's Club.
Yeah.
We're into the Sam's Club thing now, and
Oof.
God, I swear this makes me so mad. You have no idea how mad I am about this right now.
I know. I can. Whoa.
Gosh.
What is that?
I don't know. I guess it's the wires going bad.
I guess so.
I swear I've been playing with this thing for a week. Of course, when you get here, it's going to start doing this crap. Unbelievable. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, I guess have a terrible show. Yeah. That's crazy.
I know, it's weird.
Oh, what do you do? Huh. Whoa. It's just. Yeah, it's still there. That's the power between the cable and all that. Well,
The problem is my other cable is messed up.
Oh, really?
Hang on one more second. Just keep talking.
Oh, well, I don't know what to talk about, Nick. Jesus Christ. Oh, now I can't talk. What are you plugged into? What? Oh, okay. All right. Cool, man. So, yeah, this mic stand busted down. It's like everything's on the fritz. I can't believe this. This guy was bragging about AOK Studios, and it's more like AOK garbage. Garbage. Yeah. Oh, I don't hear anything. But there it is. Woo!
Does that work?
That's much better. Woo. Hear that? I don't hear any problems now.
Maybe it's the microphone.
I think it is the microphone.
Okay. Now, I've got you turned up way high because the mic was killing, or the mic was going dead.
Yeah, I guess that Rode mic is done.
Well, I mean, you know what? This is what happens when you have live radio.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, that sucks too because that was my nice mic. This one's not bad though.
No, I hear myself a lot cleaner. Ugh.
You know where this mic came from?
Where?
Catawba College.
Probably wouldn't brag about that. Where is it from there?
It was. I mean, you can see it's got a little dent there on it.
Yeah,
But it's in
see
good
the
working
dent.
order.
Which is this the direction? Is the dent the?
No, that's the right direction.
Okay, good,
The dent's on the other side of it.
Okay, good.
But it was just laying around. Nobody was ever using it, so
Well, yeah.
it became mine.
Well, if anybody's listening to this, it's over for you, buddy. I think the last thing you want is your alma mater taking you down.
Sorry, you got to hold it.
I know.
Well, anyway, that's what she said.
Well, you better next time. This thing better be in that clip. I don't want to hear your crap.
Yeah. I'll get it fixed up.
Better.
God, that sucks. That makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's what happens. The thing is, I normally just do the show by myself, so I haven't. I plugged in the headphone splitter.
Yeah.
It had a short in it, so I had to go to Walmart. That's where we got the opening skit from.
Yeah.
I had to buy a headphone splitter.
Yeah.
Got that, came back, that's all working, and now the microphone's busted.
That's right. And now I'm holding it in my
I knew
hand.
it couldn't be the cord, though, because that's also a brand new cord.
Oh, well, I don't, yeah. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to, this is, if I have to go through this again, you'll hear from my lawyer.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to do this, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On Sunday
We're going to get
evenings.
this clean, man.
Yeah.
We're going to get this going. We're going to get some good stuff going. Good topics. Yeah, there's a lot.
We wanted to come in tonight and just kind of catch up
Yeah.
because, well, I mean, gosh, it's been a long time.
It has. Well, last time we did To the Echo, again, was like 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
We did a bunch of episodes. Then we did some cartoons there for a little bit.
Yep. Which were To the Echo.
Yep, To the Echo.
Yep, just
And,
animated.
yep, it was, that was fun. It's funny to kind of see it develop as it went on. In the beginning, it was essentially just 14 minutes of us talking and me spending 30 hours a week. Oh, turn me down. Are you kidding me? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Dude, you moved something.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, well, I still hear myself. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Okay,
good.
well.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Stop touching stuff, Nick. Jesus. Yeah, but the shows were just long, and it took me forever to animate them. And you would be like, "All right, well, that's it." You'd say your parts. I wouldn't hear from you for another week. And
Yeah,
I
I
could go
know.
sit at home and edit.
Well, that's what's funny about not doing it live was because someone had to edit it.
Yeah, and it was always me.
Yeah.
It was essentially when Nick and I would do just a normal show. We would get on FaceTime and we would record our own tracks from home, and then he would send his to me, and I would mix them together and edit it and try to delete as much of the delay as possible.
So you know what this is?
Yeah.
This is getting me back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Yes. No, it has nothing to do with me. It's your setup. I didn't
I
touch
know.
any
I
of this
didn't
crap.
know it. I'm telling you, I don't know what is going on.
Oh
That's a
my-
bad microphone.
I don't. Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe there's something wrong with this board.
Or maybe. Do you ever consider
Yeah.
that?
Unreal.
Jerk.
You know what? I'm gonna get a brand new board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a brand new microphone.
Yeah. Good. You can afford it now, you jerk. I don't buy this stuff anymore. Remember?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah. I know, and I'm not about to start now. Now I got my very first car accident caused by me the other day.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. What happened? You caused it? I thought you.
Yeah,
okay,
I
tell me what
backed in.
happened.
All right,
what happened?
well, I was in a drive-through. I shouldn't have been in a drive-through.
Oh, that's right. I do remember now.
Yes, Mickey D's, McDonald's. I shouldn't have
Monopoly
done
time.
that. I don't know, and is it? And I'll be really mad if I did miss it. But
Did you get the McDonald's?
No.
Okay, just tell me the story.
All right, so here
Tell
we
me the
go.
story.
I pull up. I'm really craving a McChicken. I just want a McChicken, $1. All right, and you know how they have the two drive-throughs? They have one on the left, one on the right.
Yep.
To split up the line. So I get in the right, and there's a lady in front of me, and we're sitting there. We sit there for like 5 minutes, and the cars to the left are just going right through. So it's like clearly they've forgotten about us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn it. And the lady in front of me pulls away. And I turn around, and I see nobody in the spot behind the car to the left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to back up. Check my left mirror. I don't see anybody there. I check my reverse camera. It doesn't warn me or anything. It's like, no, it was good. And I'm like, great. And I start backing up, and it... and I'm like, what the heck? What was that? And I get out of the car, and I go to the back of the car, and I see a lady who's trying to turn into the drive-through from like the parking lot, like that's not anywhere near there. Like she just it was a weird angle. I would have no reason to think that she would be there. And she's like, Is it bad? And I look and her
Is it bad? Did she really say that?
Yeah, and her bumper's kind of hanging a little bit. You know, like it's like a plastic bumper.
Yeah.
It looked like you could probably snap it in and it'd be fine.
Probably.
And the back of my car was that way too, and I was able to snap everything back into place.
Well, that's how they're built.
Yeah. So my car was fine. She's like, well, let's just call the police officer. So we call the police officer, and they show up, and he's like, so what was going on? I'm like, oh, it was my fault. She was completely in my blind spot, not where I thought she would be.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, nobody's gonna get a ticket. He gave us our stuff, and she's like, well, I'll get it estimated, and if we don't have to do the insurance thing, we won't worry about it. We'll try to make it as easy as possible so your rates don't go up. I'm like, thanks, because I have never had an accident in 31 years as a driver of 16 of those. And 17 years, whatever it is. Yeah. So it was just embarrassing, and it's so weird that in my head I was like, do not go to McDonald's. You have no reason to go. And then of course I'm like, I'm never going to go again. Like, this is my wake up call.
That's it. So you didn't get the food?
No,
or you did.
As $1 sandwich is going to turn into at least probably close to $500 if it ends up being a problem.
I was going to ask, has she called back? A lot of times, they'll say, oh, it's no problem, I'll get an estimate, and then they call you and they're like, oh, it's going to be $5,000.
No, she hasn't, but I got to turn everything in this week, by Thursday. So if I don't hear from her by Monday, I'm just going to turn it in, and all right, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've never had an accident, so hopefully they won't, and it's not a big one. I might even have to, if it's less than $500, that it doesn't even cover my deductible, so who cares?
Yeah.
I'll just pay it, but I got a feeling South Carolina, insurance rates are going up, and they're trying to find any reason to jack us up 100% if they can.
Who do you do your car insurance? You do your car insurance through your house insurance person?
No,
that's
Geico.
What we do.
I do it through Geico, and I'm paying $149 for fully covered 2 newish cars.
We've got it all bundled in the same. We get a discount on car insurance because we do it through the house guy.
Yeah,
he's good too. I'm gonna tell you, I have never had a actual insurance agent.
Yeah.
And Ashley always has because, when she first got driving, her parents had an agent, so they put her on it. And then when she got her own stuff and bought her own house, she used the same insurance agent. So she's always used an agent.
Yeah.
So whenever we got married, she was still living in North Carolina, so she kept using it. I always had Geico, and when they would try to jack up the prices, I switched to Progressive and back and forth. Well, when we bought this house, he said, well, you get a discount on car insurance if you just let us, bundle it into your house insurance and everything. So we did that. And I'm going to say, I like it. I call the guy. We had to get a windshield replacement for her because rock hit it or whatever.
Right.
And her Pilot, whenever you replace the windshield, you have to do a recalibration of the front forward-facing camera and everything.
Yeah.
Just called him up, said, hey, we couldn't do it with the windshield glass company. They would have done it. We couldn't do it with them because they were going to have to drive it away from her office and all this. So we took it to the dealership. He's like, no problem. He took care of it, sent the check out. Anytime I have issues, I just call him up. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm on it,
Oh, cool.
And he's always looking for discounts and stuff. I like it. I like it. I had always done it myself.
Yeah.
But I see now the value in having an agent.
Yeah, well,
yep.
I don't have an agent. But that's the thing. If Geico jacks this thing up, because we're at $149 2 cars, if they tries to get me over 200 or more, no, I'm moving. I'm gonna find someone.
Well, I guess you're your own agent.
Yeah,
technically,
I am.
Yeah,
and I give myself the best deal. So that's me.
If that happens though, if they try to jack it up, you just switch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll call them and say I've been a customer of yours for however many years, never had an accident. You're not even gonna have to pay anything for this.
Yeah.
This wasn't even a crazy accident. This isn't me drinking and driving. This is I backed up in my blind spot, and I didn't ran in or I didn't crash hard.
Yeah.
It was hard enough to be I thought I hit a curb.
Yeah.
That's what I legitimately thought.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I don't remember seeing a curb there.
God, that sucks.
I know. I hate my life.
Knock on wood.
I know in that regard. So that $1 turned into $500. I probably, if not more, at least $500, and just waiting to see what happens.
Well, you showed up when Ashley got hit.
Yeah,
because I was at work.
Yeah, a few years ago. You called me and you said, "Derek, can you? I'm at work. I can't get out right now. Can you go meet Ashley?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I pull up, and it's not a what is it? Hardee's, not Hardee's, but Carl Jr.
Yeah, it was Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Yeah.
Okay, we pulled into the parking lot there,
Yeah.
and that was that was nice.
I just got it fixed.
Oh yeah.
There's still a dent in the back door, but her front passenger door was really banged up because the guy ran over her. So it's at Ashley Phosphate. She's in the turning lane because she had to turn. She got off on the exit.
Yeah.
In the lane she needed to be in.
Yep.
And the guy beside of her needed to merge into the turning lane.
Right.
Well, he was in a truck, so he just ran over the car.
Yeah, he didn't even see her. He just boom, and then he tried to blame her.
Yeah.
And
Did you meet the guy? Was
no,
he there?
no.
Yeah,
I mean, I
okay.
saw him. I saw him. The cops were talking to him when I got
Yeah.
there. But
Well, and the cops didn't write a ticket. They don't like to do any paperwork.
no, and so they don't like to give fault. They're just like, no, you guys just take care of this.
Yeah.
I'm not here to get in a fight. These are kids. Like the cop that pulled me over, or that was with us.
Yeah.
He had to have been 24, 25 years old.
Oh, really?
He was a young cop. He's nice guy, and I don't give these guys a hard time. I was probably the nicest person who ever ran into you in my life. Like the lady, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Is everybody? It was a little kid in there as well.
Yeah.
She's like, we're okay. If this is the worst thing that happens, we'll be all right. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. So I felt bad.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have been at McDonald's either.
Yeah, I know. Just a perfect storm.
Maybe it was a wake-up call for them.
Yeah, just embarrassing. So never again.
Now I want to make chicken.
I know. But the weird thing, like now I'm really like paranoid when I drive now. I've never had one, and now I'm like, oh my God. Like, what if I get into another one in 2 weeks? You know? It's like momentum. Like, all right, I'm on the negative momentum now. Let's here we go.
Oh man, when I was young, my dad, we got into a big wreck. We had a van, a minivan, and we were on the way back. My uncle is a preacher, and we had gone to see one of their services, and we were on the way back from eating dinner with them after church, and my dad ran a stop sign. And I remember this like it was yesterday, and I know he's super embarrassed about it still to this day, but I looked to the side as we're running through the stoplight. Now, or stop sign. We didn't know the area, and it was kind of a country road. I mean, they lived in Salisbury actually, so it was kind of there's a lot of back roads there, like behind Catawba and stuff. All those sort of country areas. Yeah. It was somewhere in there actually, and he just went through a stop sign, didn't even know. And I looked to my right, and I see the headlights.
Yeah.
And they just slammed. I mean, in those roads, they're like 55.
Yeah.
Slammed into us, and we just went flying.
Did you flip?
Oh, yeah. We rolled.
Wow.
We did like barrel rolls
Wow.
into a field. And I remember everything in slow motion, just rolling, and we banged on the field. And
where did you land, upside down or on?
Upside down. My mom actually got stuck in the seatbelt. Upside down.
Wow.
Passed out, blood rushing to her head. They had to cut her out.
Wow.
Oh, it was traumatic. And my cousin was sitting beside of me, and I had to so I got myself out. I was fine.
Yeah.
Got myself out. I'm on my knees, and I've got my arms under her, and I unbuckle her, and she falls into my arms.
Oh my
and we
gosh.
crawl out through the
How old
broken.
were you?
I don't know, probably 12 years old,
Okay.
maybe.
All right.
10, 12.
Yeah.
So I've always been a very aware driver, or tried to be,
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah. I mean, you do typically go 15, 20 over.
Yeah, well.
If we're being honest. I remember when I moved down to Charleston and you were giving us a tour, you're like, yeah, you can go 90 down these roads. And you got like 3 tickets in your first 3 months here. But
now that's true. That's true. I did. But that was because they do a lot of speed traps.
I know
and
they
it gets
do.
55 to 45 to 35 back to 55, like in a 2-mile span.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know where any of those were, and I drove from where I was living at the time to Mount Pleasant, so it was like a 45-minute drive to work every day.
Right.
And two of the 3 happened on that road.
Yeah. I know where the speed traps are, so I know where to keep it. I've never been pulled over. I haven't had a speeding ticket since in probably 11 years.
Now, I've stopped speeding.
Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, I mean...
That's not true, because today on the way back, I did speed.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so speed limit in the interstate is between 60, 65, and sometimes 70. And I usually go 75 to 80.
Yeah, on 90, on 95.
On 26 is for me.
Yeah, well, when I go up to North Carolina, 95 is 70 the whole way.
Yeah.
And so I'm usually going 75, 80.
Yeah.
which we did on the way back, made it in 3.5 hours.
Well, I worked with 2 cops at my job for a little bit. They were working there part-time, and they said, I don't pull people over unless they're going 15 over, unless they really ask for it.
Well, that's when you're supposed to get or could get your license taken is 15 over.
Yeah, they're like, if it's 5 or 10, whatever. And usually most cops are going that anyways.
Yeah, they are.
But if they're just having a bad day, like my wife got her first speeding ticket a couple months, back in February. Of course, she didn't tell me.
Really? She didn't tell you?
And you know how I found out? my daughter, when I feed her, we put on like kids shows on an iPad.
Yeah.
And when I open up the iPad, it's like how to pay a parking or a speeding ticket in South Carolina. And I was like,
how to pay it?
What? Or how to pay it, where to pay it. And I'm like, well, how the heck did my daughter find this website? And then instantly I was like, And then my wife came home like, so did you get a speeding ticket? She's like, yeah, it was just a bad day, and it was just, of course, it was going to happen. And
has she ever had a speeding ticket here in the States before? Oh crap!
She's never had one. Period. It was weird. So that happened, and I felt kind of bad for her. But she paid it, no big deal. But that's the thing that happens. Then I get in my little accident. I'm like, man, our insurance is going to go up.
Yeah, but did she go to the court? Because a lot of times you go to court, they'll actually throw it out or reduce the fine.
No, she just paid it because she's like, I was speeding, and he knocked it down a little bit. He knocked it down a little bit. Yeah, so.
Well, I went to court for all of mine because generally, if you go to court, they will actually throw it out a lot of times.
She's Russian. They probably weren't going to throw that out.
Yeah, it could be.
It's South Carolina, Nick.
It could be.
Unless you're a white man, you ain't getting off. I know I say that in jest, but
well, it could be true.
It can be.
I have had them thrown out. Normally, what happens is when you show up to court, they'll knock it down to $100.
Yeah,
normally,
just all right. You showed up. Okay, you're here to fight it.
Yeah, because they know.
Yeah.
They know they have these speed traps set up.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They do it because they know people are speeding and they're trying to catch you off guard. I hate it. I also hate it when cops sit around and clock people.
Yeah.
Like in the woods or something.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah, my very first ticket ever, I was 16 and I was giving somebody a ride home at like 12 in the morning or 12 at night, And I pull up this stop sign in the middle of nowhere in Delaware, and there's like no street lights or anything, and I just did one of those little California stop and go. He was hiding behind the one friggin' bush.
Yep.
And pulled me over, $40 ticket. And my dad gave me garbage about that and all that, but I ride with him, and man, he does the California stop everywhere.
Yeah.
And now I come to a complete stop and I look left and right.
Yep.
I just do that so I won't get a ticket.
Yep.
I learned my lesson.
They'll pull you for anything around here. They pull you for headlights, taillights, cracked windshield. That's why you get a free windshield replacement in South Carolina.
Yeah, because
they'll pull you for a cracked windshield.
Yeah, well, and that doesn't affect your insurance, right? If you crack a windshield,
no, they just a lot of times it'll be a warning, but if you actually get a fine, it's like $50 or something.
Well, I mean, like the insurance company will pay for it. It doesn't affect.
Yeah,
your
no,
insurance,
that's
right?
free.
You
That
get
doesn't
one a year,
do it.
right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I found out it's unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I asked about that because she got one
Yeah.
right after we got that car.
Yeah,
we drove down here like not even a week later after it being here. Rocking the windshield.
Really?
Always happens because we have terrible roads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
And did you see they're jacking up the prices of parking downtown?
Oh, really?
$2 an hour to park on the street. They've upped it because they want people to move to the parking garages.
Yeah.
So they're now the same price.
I pretty much exclusively go to parking garages downtown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. But not only that, they've also made it from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. now. So they're even extending it, yeah.
And you have to pay on Saturdays, too.
Yeah.
You know, when I first moved here, Saturdays and Sundays were free.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's just Sundays.
Yeah, I know. I got to park right in front of my work today.
You know what really grind my gears?
What grinds your gears, Nick O'Kelly?
We were downtown, so my brother-in-law and his wife, my sister-in-law, were in town, and while we were staying on Folly Beach. And they have a new system there. Of course, when you park there, you always got to pay.
Yeah.
You always pay. I wrote parking tickets on Folly Beach for a while, so
Yeah, you
it
did. That
happens.
was like your best job.
Yeah, I know.
He made $9 an hour. In fact, he started at $8, but he wrote so many tickets. They're like, here you go, brother. Here's an extra $40 a week, baby.
He didn't believe me either. He said I told him I'd write 200 tickets in a week. He didn't believe me. I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nobody had ever written 200 tickets in a week. Unbelievable.
Oh my god!
I had so many complaints that week. That was the week the guy came in and told me that I had ruined his daughter's life because she was she had straight A's that year, and this was a gift for her for making the honor roll, and I'd ruined her life.
You'd be like, yeah, well, so maybe you could teach her some moral fiber by parking in the correct place, and
she'll never make straight A's again.
Yeah.
All because of this parking ticket. I said, well, man, you didn't pay the box.
Yeah,
He's like, I didn't see the box. I'm like, well. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a picture.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think what it was that was one of the guys that said I did pay the box, and I said, "Oh, really?" Because I took pictures. I have a picture of your windshield with no ticket in it, and I have a picture of the spot in the box with no money in it.
Yeah,
So he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you took pictures." Yeah, I do take pictures.
I'm actually diligent and very organized.
So I always make sure to pay, even on Sunday. And this was a Sunday morning, actually. We went and got brunch, and I don't think I had to pay, but I did anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did because here's what happened.
Oh.
They have an app system now where it says pay the box or pay by app.
Nice.
Okay, great. So I pull up the app. I think to myself, I didn't know where the box was for this particular spot.
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, let me pull up the app. I pulled it up. There's my zone. There's my spot. Put my license plate in, pay, and it pulls up a little thing that says, okay, you have 2 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it's got a ticking clock, so you know when you're up.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you anything to put in the windshield. So I thought to myself, how are they going to know? I mean, I'm assuming that it sends them some kind of a map or a message or whatever.
Right.
These people have paid.
Yes.
So we come out of the restaurant. I got a ticket. And I look at the ticket, and the time, it shows when they wrote the ticket, it was 2 minutes after I parked.
Really?
Because it said on my app, I still had time running.
Yeah.
And it told me when I started, it was, whatever time it was. 2 minutes later, the ticket was written. I was so mad. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
He must have missed me by like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And so, I call them. Of course, they're closed on the weekend. It was stupid. So I call them Monday, and the guy says, oh, yeah, well, sometimes that system doesn't refresh fast enough. So our guy just didn't see it because it was a lag.
Yeah.
So they canceled the ticket.
Well, they better have.
Unbelievable. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well.
Stupid people.
Yeah, I know. So because there's a refresh rate, problem.
Maybe refresh a couple more times before you give somebody a freaking ticket.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pay by app. I knew it was a scam.
I know.
And they do it anyway.
I know.
$25.
They're just not there. They're just not, man.
So I didn't pay it.
Yeah.
But you park in a garage when you work downtown.
Well,
so.
I did park in a garage.
Oh.
They had to give those spots up, so now I park in a lot about a half a mile away
Did
from
they
my
give
job.
you like a voucher or you had to pay?
They give us money to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, and actually I net a little extra money because they give me more than I need.
Oh, really?
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I walk about a half a mile to and from work, which is fine. I was really mad about it at first, but I actually really like the exercise.
Yeah.
Just walking. It's fresh air, and it's downtown Charleston,
Yeah.
What can you complain? As long as I don't get robbed, I'm fine.
The thing is, I think a lot of even tourists still don't realize where some of those parking lots or parking garages are.
Yeah.
Because there are a couple that are relatively hidden if you don't know the area well enough.
Right.
And so that's the ones I try to go to.
Yeah.
The one that I think you went to is one of them. And there's another one that's off of what's the name of the street?
I don't know, Nick.
Up there where the Noisy Oyster is, that road.
Oh.
Anyway, not Market, but the one behind it. Beside the Custom House, there's another one that's kind of hidden within like an alley of a bunch of buildings.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know about it because when you go there, a lot of times it's empty. In fact, I think during the week, it's just the businesses that park there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a bank right outside of it or whatever.
Yep.
And so that's where I try to park because forget it. I mean, looking for a spot, just,
Oh, I
forget
know.
about it.
Believe me, where I work, everybody complains about it. Makes us pay for it. In fact, we get where I work. It's a we get kind of like customer service things, and this person gave me a perfect score, except they like gave me a 4 out of 5 instead of a 5 out of 5 because they couldn't park their F-150 downtown. They're like, I couldn't find a place to park. You guys need to move somewhere else. I'm like, and I can help that. Yes, of course. I suffer for that. God.
Unreal.
You kidding me? I did everything to help this person, and they're going to shaft me like that. No,
Yeah,
it's
that's stupid.
Not a big deal. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's, there you go. That was my first accident, and now we know.
Knowing is half the battle.
It really is, Nick. You know, I don't know who said that, but it's stupid.
I'm going to tell you what.
What?
This week,
Yeah.
I'm going to be going to Guitar Center.
Yeah? What are you going to do?
I'm going to get all new equipment for
Really?
that side of the studio.
Oh, my
I am
gosh.
so upset about this.
I know.
I knew. I was so excited to have you come over and do this thing live,
know.
and now this is all screwed
And now
up.
everybody listens to this
I
week. It's
know.
going to be like, F you
and
guys.
they're like, this sucks.
The production quality of this is like,
When the mic is working, it sounds great.
oh, yeah, but it's cutting out. Yeah, I don't know if that's the board.
And maybe it's the board. I don't know.
And not giving enough electricity to the microphone for the phantom power or what have you. For all you people that know what music audio.
Well, the
engineering.
phantom power's on. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I have used this board before with multiple mics. I don't know. So
Yeah, that's
all I can tell you is next week we'll have it fixed.
Yeah, we'll see about that. You better. No, it's fine. I'm not mad about it, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm beyond getting angry about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well.
That's why Nick and I aren't in a band anymore. No, I mean, well, you know what? Last time we played in a band together, Nick, 2014, right?
Yeah.
Suburban Myth. Did we end in 2014 or 2015?
Well, I think it was 2015,
15,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had a cool little run. It was you, me, Nick. You, me, and Nick. And
I had a great time.
yeah, we practiced a lot, did all that good stuff.
I think there was just, at the end of it, it's not that we didn't want to do it anymore. I think it was just getting stressful for a lot of reasons.
Well, yeah. I mean, you had your job, and you were going to school.
I was going to school, too.
And I get it. Like, I'm a very demanding person, and it's one of those, like, if I don't like something, I'm very vocal and mean about it. And there was things I wasn't liking about it. I wasn't having fun. Things were going on the Nick side, you know. So it really came down to where, all right, we're not doing this anymore. And then we went a few months where we just, we didn't talk. We didn't do anything.
Well, the
yeah.
dark times.
Yeah, during that time, man, I remember after we called it quits, I remember calling up Jim Mosier, who produced my first album, and I was like, I'm done with music. and I meant it. I was like, I'm not pursuing it anymore.
Yeah.
It's over. And I wasn't being dramatic. I was just like, I'm done. I've lost the love for it, and I'm not having fun and all that. And he got in his car and drove all the way to my house that day from Salisbury. So it was about a 4-hour drive.
Really?
Yeah. And
And
he's like,
that's when you did the video at that restaurant. You put it up on Facebook.
did I?
Yeah, there was a video of you guys eating somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
downtown.
McDonald's. Yeah, we went to McDonald's. Full circle. McDonald's, and I let him get something off the $1 menu for $5. So
Yeah.
he got a couple double quarter pounder cheese or whatever, McChickens or cheap stuff.
Yeah.
We ate it, and he was just like, let's do this again. I'm gonna find a way. We're gonna get a way to get this produced. So we ended up doing an album. Because I work with Phil and Suburban Myth. That's what you and I were doing. We were essentially like, me and Phil have the arrangement where he writes lyrics, I write the music. For a while there, it was you and me writing the music. Nick was doing the live stuff. And then, the pressure of that's a little hard because essentially things were being kind of dictated in a way where you and Nick didn't really have a lot of say.
Well, and for me, the problem was that I really liked the stuff we did on our album, and we weren't playing that. We got to where we were doing 3-hour sets of cover, which I have fun doing that. It's no problem.
Covers.
But after a while, I was like,
Yeah, well, $100 isn't really what it used to be.
With all the problem was there was so much stress.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we're playing till 1 a.m. on Friday nights when I had school and worked the same day, and I'd rather do a 45-minute set of the stuff we wrote.
Yeah, well, and the funny, I mean, we already had girlfriends or wives, and so it's like we were picking up chicks, having the time of our lives out there.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Yeah. But which is great. But yeah, so we did. Me and Jim did the album, in the studio, and during that whole time, I don't think you and I talked for a lot of it.
Yeah, it really sucked.
I know,
and I hate it too because, man, I think what we did together for the album was killer.
Yeah,
I mean, I really did.
We had a lot of fun.
I mean, we had some really good songs.
We did, and then me and Jim kind of did some stuff. We had some good songs in that too, but then nothing happened with it.
Yeah.
Nothing got out there. Sadly,
It's too bad.
I know. Just marketing. I mean, Phil gets. We partnered up with different guys who were supposed to promote it, and it just flurried out, and it's just kind of like a wasted album. Like, God darn it.
Yeah.
And we're working on one right now, and I'm still worried. Like, what's the next guy gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, give us all your money, and well, you're gonna be big and famous. So you're still in the same boat. But I don't play out anymore. After I had the baby, I stopped playing out. Doing gigs.
It's tough. It's
It
tough.
really is, man. And it also makes me feel sorry for being such a jerk to Nick. He had a couple daughters back then.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know until you have a kid, and you're like, oh, God.
Well, we also didn't know he had a third one on the way.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
He kept that
So,
quiet. So, yeah, we just kind of split off, and, and it's weird because I'm getting back to that same spot again. We're like, I don't know if I want to pursue music anymore. And, it's then something, that work thing happened, it got me re-energized, re-excited because it was a stupid song. I mean, like, Goofy is like Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're good at producing music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I enjoyed doing with you.
Yeah.
was doing the music,
I know, but you and I got different lives now.
Yeah.
It's like you and I. So this is the first time Nick and I have hung out in a couple weeks. He's been back from Germany since January.
January, yeah.
And you and I, we've seen each other, I think, 3 or 4 times in the last 3 months.
Well, gosh, I mean, every weekend we've had to go up to North Carolina for different reasons.
yeah,
so.
right. But
I think that'll calm down.
Yeah.
We are going on vacation
Yeah.
in not this week, but the next.
Yeah.
But after that, I told her we're going to be at home a solid 2 months before we do anything. Yeah.
Well, I get it. I mean, but ultimately, you get older,
Yeah.
things split up. So, yeah,
But that's why I'm glad we're doing this.
Yeah.
So you can come in here. We'll do the show. We'll catch up.
Gotta come up with some good topics. I
Yeah.
gotta start paying attention to what's going on out in the entertainment industry. We're also trying to find what we want to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stupid things going on out there right now. How about that Facebook thing?
Oh, God.
The data breach.
I can't believe that. What a funny thing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny to me
Yeah.
is that everybody was blaming this Cambridge Analytica thing.
Yeah.
But that's what Facebook does.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they invented the whole create a quiz and data mine people. No. That's what Facebook's been doing
Yeah.
all along. When you take those quizzes on Facebook,
Yeah.
what do you think they do with those answers?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw one the other day that said, we'll tell you what your secret fantasy is if you answer these questions.
Yeah.
So what do you think they're doing with those answers?
Well, they're telling me that I have an interest in midgets, and I don't have an interest in midgets, Nick.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
always get it right. Did you see the one on Facebook where it turns like women into men or men into women?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
I
like-
did one.
What did you look like?
I looked very strange.
But it's like really creepy sometimes.
Yeah, it
there,
is.
There was one girl that it made her into a guy, and I was like, oh my God, that's all I'll ever be able to see. For the rest of the time I know her, that she is a man or a woman trapped in
Yeah.
a man's body or what
Yeah.
have you.
That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, and it's like, well, now I can't unsee it.
But this is what Facebook is. They make money off of, a social network.
Yeah.
They don't make money because you get to keep up with your friends.
No.
They make money by selling
It's
advertisements.
your information.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You let them know, just like Google.
Yep.
When you type stuff into that bar,
Yep.
and I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with it.
No, nothing-
It's
Nothing's free.
you offer it up.
Yeah.
So they sell that information to advertisement companies.
Exactly. Well, that's the case. Like, companies like Apple, they're not in the information business, right? So
Right.
they're in the hardware. Like, they're making their money off the software. They're not making the money off of you.
Yeah.
Where Facebook is like, well, have you ever paid anything for Facebook? Have you ever paid anything for Yahoo?
Yeah,
Gmail? Why
exactly.
would they just give you stuff for free? No, like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
There's always something in it for
It
them.
wouldn't be there if they weren't making money
You're right.
one way or the other.
Yeah, you have to.
And I
make
think
money.
that's where MySpace got it wrong.
Yeah.
People, I don't know that I haven't thought about this in depth, but just talking about it, you wonder what happened to MySpace.
Yeah.
Well, their business model, in my opinion, probably wasn't so in depth. Facebook said to themselves, "Okay, MySpace is literally just a social media outlet. They sell some advertisements, so like ads pop up on your page."
Right.
Facebook said, "Let's go one step further, collect this data, sell that to people who are trying to sell their own products, not just put up a billboard."
Right.
And suddenly, boom goes the dynamite.
Right. Well, and you got to remember, MySpace did turn into that. And then they had to revamp it again because remember, like an advertiser guy bought it for hundreds of millions of dollars, and then they just put ads and everything, and it was like, all right, MySpace is stupid.
Yeah,
get out.
Are they still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know. I see that. What's going on with Tom now?
Yeah,
and he's like a millionaire, and he's living over in Australia or wherever.
He made hundreds of millions of dollars off that acquisition.
Yeah,
and he just goes around. But he used to say like Facebook got everything that we try to do with MySpace.
Yeah,
right. But then Facebook. There was a time where Facebook was really great.
Yeah.
But then they let the ad thing come in, and they like. The whole election thing, with everything that's going on and people buying money to advertise to different people. It's like, well, yeah, that's what we've kind of done to ourselves.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't start with Trump either. I mean, Obama would not probably have been elected had it not been for social networking. He was heralded for his ability to utilize social networking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so it's nothing new. And they're all acting like, oh, this is a brand new thing and it's all Cambridge Analytica. No. This has been going on.
Yeah.
No, going on for years.
I'm not. That's why I don't buy into it. It's really hard to watch the news nowadays because it's just, God, you can watch it 3 different channels and have 3 completely different biased opinions.
Yeah.
And me, I'm not a leftist. I'm not a rightist. Like, I'm very in the middle. I'm like, if it sounds stupid, it's stupid. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm a Republican, so I can kind of buy into that, And I'm a Democrat. Yeah, I can do that. No, I'm not. I don't identify with either of them.
Yeah.
I think both of them definitely have their faults, especially right now. And I don't get very, heavily political, as you know, but like I do listen to both sides.
Yeah.
And they both are crazy right now.
Oh yeah.
Both
well, there's no doubt about it. And the that's also part of the problem with Facebook is that they are very, very left wing.
Yeah.
And they have started trying to censor right wing conservatives.
Yeah.
They've been caught doing that. They've been shutting down pages. Yeah. You can't do that if you're gonna network yourself as a public tool.
Right.
That's what you can't do. And I think that's the other part of the backlash with Facebook when all this happened.
Yeah.
That because they've had all these shenanigans going on, they called shenanigans, like in South Park.
Yeah.
And so Zuckerberg's going to have to figure out how he wants to respond. He's going to have to stop calling his users dumb effers like he did. And,
what, back in 2005?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Can't believe they're giving me all their stuff.
Yeah, that all comes back to bite you when this kind of thing happens,
Yeah,
So stocks are plunging. I'm sure
he'll be fine.
It's a public utility.
I never understood, like, I don't know, like, because I'm on Facebook. I don't have a problem with it. I don't use it for these stupid things. Like, in fact, pretty much the only thing I post on there, I think, is videos of my kid, just so my family can see it.
Which I also enjoy watching.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't express myself. And it's even funny because you know how it'll remind you, like, this is something you did 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yep.
I get reminded by stupid things I said 5 or 6 years ago, and it's really interesting to see the different type of person you were back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like, God, I was a moron. and then you go back further. Have you ever used the website opendiary.com? No. So when I was 14, 15 years old, there was a website, opendiary.com, and what I would do is I'd write my lyrics there and occasionally write like a journal entry or something like that. And all the girls that I had crushes on, they would all read it, and those great lyrics. So the website was shut down randomly a few years ago, and I lost all that. I was like, oh man, I'll never see that stuff again. It had all my 14, 15-year-old lyrics and poetry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they brought the site back, and they brought everything in it back this year. So I was able to go through and find it, and I'm reading these journal entries about me being 14, 15 years old, going out with girls, breaking up with girls, being completely dramatic. I just sound like a freaking moron. Like, just reading through it, I'm like, God, you're such a dumb, like, you're an idiot. But, idiot. I know, and I wish I wrote journal entries kind of growing up because I think I read somebody had said we changed so much throughout our lives. If you kept the journal, it's like I've been 4 different people
Yeah.
in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
15 years, and I feel like every 4 or 5 years you do change as a person.
Oh, absolutely. All because of experiences you have. I
Yeah.
mean, just like this, your life's going to be totally different now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
yeah.
so what you'll be saying next year
Yeah.
and in 3 years when she's a toddler
Yeah.
and so on. I mean, that's all shapes what your opinions are.
Right, but
Yeah.
then you look at like Facebook now, where people are like, people can't have an opposing opinion without being offended, or it really annoys the crap out of me. People are like, all right, Facebook, you guys gotten too crazy. I'm getting out of here. Peace. If you want to talk to me, text me. Blah blah blah. I'm out.
Yeah.
2 months later, they reappear.
Yep.
Oh, hey guys, all right, I came back. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, nobody gives a crap. Shut up. Like, just don't use it if you don't want to use it. You don't have to delete the stupid thing or don't come back.
And what a strange world we're living in now, where you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
You cannot. No one is allowed to offend anybody.
Right.
I mean, I look back at some of the stuff I said in college.
Yeah.
And you know, they would have shut my. I can't believe they haven't shut down my page
Yeah.
because it's all still there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But nowadays, I mean, you're supposed to have a different opinion.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Like there's some people with stupid opinions, but I don't trash them for that opinion. I'm
No.
like, okay, that's the thing. I don't like getting into those big argument and debates, because ultimately you think what you think, I think what I think. I read it, I see it, I acknowledge it. Okay, that's how you feel. No, I don't believe that. This is what I believe, and if you start fighting with me, like, okay, well, it's over. Like, once you start trying to get into it with me, okay, well, I'm out. I'm not giving you.
I'll give you an example.
Here we go.
So I grew up in a town called Asheboro up in North Carolina.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And there's a page. It's a really, I enjoy the page. It's a page that I've liked called Asheboro Then and Now.
Yeah.
And the reason I joined it was because they always post these pictures of like I went to Asheboro High School.
Yeah.
They'll put up a picture that says, here's Asheboro High School from 1920 or something. It's a black and white photo of what it used to look like.
Nice.
And that was it. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. So I like the page, and they put up these pictures all the time. Well, recently they have been they're building a big bypass through the town.
No.
Whole Route 66 thing going on. And the main road in the town, the main highway that this bypass is going to go around, is where all the businesses are. It's Highway 64. In Asheboro, it's called Dixie Drive. Mm-hmm. They've been talking about changing the name. And people have lost their collective mind. And because they all think that it's because it's Dixie Drive that they're changing the name.
Yeah.
It's not. It's because that's where the zoo is, and they want to call it Zoo Parkway because it's the main attraction in town.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, I wish I could show you this. There is some vicious, like people just attacking people in the town. Like, you son of a, you don't tell me this, and I know this, and I mean, people vicious, vicious attacks on this page, and there are. I went through and tried to get to the bottom of the string of comments on this one post about changing the name. Mm-hmm. There was like 6,000 comments, just on and
trolls
on.
and trolls and trolls.
Unbelievable, these people.
I know, and they're so passionate and angry.
I'm
and
just
I'm
like, I don't care.
Yeah, dude. Like, how is this going to change your life? It's not Dixie anymore. It's Zoo. All right,
Man,
who
they
gives?
are they are going nuts on this
know.
thing, and they would never say that. I mean, there are some messages that you would never say to those people to their face,
right?
But because it's social network,
and we're able to hide behind the screen, and that's unfortunate, because I try to be very open-minded. That's why I don't think people are open-minded anymore as a whole. I hope the next generation is, man, because it sucks.
Well, that's why me too. The only things that I've been posting recently, and I don't do it very often anymore, is just if we go on a trip. Yeah. We take some pictures. When we were in Europe, we tried to post pictures so the family could see it, because I can't text message all my pictures to everybody. Yeah. So just put it on Facebook. When we bought the house, we put a picture of the house up. Yep. And the only other thing that goes on Facebook is these podcasts when they get released.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, you don't do anything on there, and that's fine. Like, I just but I'm not going to quit it. Like, because ultimately, at the end of the day, this is probably the easiest way for me to get to all my family members. For
and friends,
important. Yeah.
people that you used to know. I mean, I don't talk to them anymore, but it's nice to say, oh, look,
I can
they're
easily
wherever.
see, all right, great, their life is like that. Yeah, some people I don't really care to talk to very much, but I think it's cool to celebrate their successes when they have them.
Yep.
Now, when people lie and use the platform to say I had a success when I really didn't, it's just stupid because it's like even me, I try to get back, and I came down to buying things like how I would buy big things, and when I got on the Dave Ramsey kick, I was thinking why do I buy it? Why do I get excited about it? Like why am I excited to tell people about I got a new guitar? I'm like, okay, well that lasts for about 5 seconds when I tell somebody. I'm like, okay, well that's it. Now I got a $3,000 payment I got to make for the next 2 years, 3 years.
That's really the problem with social networking anyway, is that it really does kind of isolate you.
It really does,
It lets you feel good. It gives you that instant gratification when people like it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, nobody really cares.
No.
So.
I mean, even when I post videos of my kid, like I'm like, I know nobody really gives a crap. They're gonna like it to say, "Oh, congratulations." I know all of you walk away from the video saying nobody gives a crap about your kid.
Well, we watch it.
Yeah,
I watch it.
I know, and my close friends maybe, but I mean, I know how I was before I had kids, and that was my reaction. Like, I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I don't care. Get them off my page. But now that I'm a father, now I'm a lot more receptive to those videos. In fact, I watched it. I saw this really cute video, not somebody from my family, but this little girl's father was in overseas, and she was a couple months older than my daughter, and she picked up this teddy bear and hit the button, and it was her dad talking.
Yeah.
She's like, Dad, and picked it up and just kept pressing the button to hear his voice, and I just broke my heart,
God.
melted me, and I've become such a softie
Yeah.
because you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, what would I do if I couldn't be with my daughter every day? Like before I came over to do the show, she was asleep, and I'm like, God, I really hate that I'm not going to get to say goodnight to her.
Yeah.
And then she woke up right before I left.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I got to pick her
So
up.
now you feel good about it.
Yeah, I gave her a hug, kissed her, and I feel really good about that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Well, someday you'll know.
Oh, yeah. Someday.
Someday.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, it'd be today. 'Cause
Yeah, I keep getting it from my family too, but it's just because we needed to get back, we needed to get settled, get jobs, get a house.
You're good. You're good. Don't waste. I mean, you got time.
Yeah.
You're only 31.
Well, this is going to be the show. I like this.
Yeah.
I think this was good.
Yeah, I think we should have more microphone cutouts.
Yeah,
where
that
we're
was great.
Scrambling.
That was really.
I think that was the highlight of the entire show. I like the fact where you got up and were like, crap, and you're freaking out, not knowing what to do.
See, when we talk about doing a journal, this has become my journal.
Yeah.
And so we will look back on this with fond memories.
Yeah, I hope so. We do. I sent Nick some, because I have a record of all our old shows.
Yeah.
And I gave them all to you, and you were like, oh my God, I forgot we did this. It's just really funny to hear our stupid stuff.
Yeah, it's great. That's why I love doing this. Yeah. But you'll be back next Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, if we have to pre-record it, because I know you said you got family coming in, so we'll see what we have to do.
Absolutely.
You hear this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
River of Life, baby.
That's right. Well, you've been listening to The Echo Radio Show. We're out of time, but we appreciate Derek putting up with the crappy sound, and we'll get it fixed for next week.
Yeah, you better. $10,000 studio.
All right, well, have a great night and a good week here from To The Echo Radio Show at the AOK Production House, which obviously has its problems.
That's crap. How do you even call it a house?
We'll get it right.
Yeah,
We're going to get it right. I don't know. Maybe it's the board. The board needs to be serviced or something.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great night,
Peace.
and we'll see you next week.
See you then.